Hello and welcome to yet another roller coaster video on the channel. And we all know that many coaster enthusiasts make these countdown videos with the tallest roller coaster, fastest and so on. But today I'm gonna do the best roller coaster drops in the whole world. And to be honest, I think I have a quite decent mix of surprising roller coaster drops you won't know about. I've also looked at some of the other roller coaster drop videos on YouTube, and many of these only cover North America, and I've chosen to take the best roller coaster drops in the whole world. So now let's get into the video. And now coming in at spot number 10, we got Ride to Happiness at Plopsaland i Panne. And this awesome roller coaster is part of the extreme spinning roller coaster model made by Mack Rides. And Ride to Happiness is really known for being one of the best roller coasters in the world, but it also has one of the best roller coaster drops in my opinion. And surprisingly, Ride to Happiness is only 108 feet tall, and this multi-launch and extreme spinning coaster only reaches a maximum speed of 55.9 miles per hour. But all of these crazy elements on this coaster really showcases that size doesn't really matter. And this so-called drop that is worthy of a top 10 spot on my list is actually taken right after the top hat element. After a very punchy launch, this weird spinning coaster train flies vertically up into this weird looking top hat with a small turn, and then this coaster train just flies down a very sharp crest and down into a near vertical drop. And especially in the back row, the pull is just insane because of the very sharp crest. Because of the spinning trains, this sharp and ejector airtime filled drop can be experienced forwards, backwards or sideways. I tried it backwards and sideways and it was just insane. And now coming in at spot number 9, we got Iron Gwazi located in Busch Gardens, Tampa. The Iron Gwazi overall is just known for being the biggest and baddest RMC hybrid coaster out there right now. And this roller coaster is really a great contender of being the best roller coaster in the whole world. Iron Gwazi overall features a great pacing with very intense positive and negative G-force heavy moments. And the best elements on this purple monster is actually the wave turn over the station, the so-called death roll, the outer bank airtime hill, and then you have another amazing first drop. And Iron Gwazi really features an awesome first drop that is first of all over 200 feet long and on top of that 91 degrees steep. And that is why Iron Gwazi really has one of the best RMC drops out there in the world. Because of the very lengthy train on these RMC coasters, the ejector airtime on the pull in the back row is just crazy. And hopefully we all know that the first drops are always best experienced in the back row. And even though we have two other RMC coasters with Steel Vengeance and Cetra, they are almost just as tall as Iron Gwazi, I still think Iron Gwazi has the better drop. But now let's move on. And now coming in at spot number 8, we have El Toro located at Six Flags Great Adventure. And this behemoth of a wooden roller coaster might be one of the most famous coasters on my list. And the infamous El Toro is of course part of the Intamin prefabricated wooden roller coaster model. And all of these Intamin prefabs are just known for being very big wooden roller coasters with an amazing layout. And this is where El Toro is known for being the king, because this wooden roller coaster really feels out of control. After a very tall lift hill on El Toro, the train slowly goes into a very drawn out turn before you hit this amazing first drop. And the insane thing about El Toro's first drop is that the roller coaster already has a bit of speed on this turn, and this is where you just fly down one of the steepest and biggest wooden coaster drops in the whole world. This huge and very steep wooden coaster drop is just awesome, and especially in the back row, the pull is just crazy because the train is so long. So if you really want to experience how it feels flying to the moon, you need to sit in the back row in this first drop. And we of course also need to mention the following two camelbacks. These camelbacks are just known for giving the most sustained and aggressive airtime in the whole world. Now coming in at spot number 7, we got Schwur Kärnan in Hansapark. And located in the northern regions in Germany, we have this very remote park that just features one of the best Gerslauer roller coasters in the whole world. And Schwur Kärnan translated to English is just the Oath of Kärnan. And this behemoth of a roller coaster is of course the manufacturer Gerslauer's biggest project. And Schwur Kärnan overall just features an all-inclusive ride experience with immersive and intense theming and a world-class roller coaster layout. Schwur Kärnan really features a very high-paced and intense outdoor section, but it is not what we're going to talk about today. We need to talk about one of the secrets inside this huge tower. After some hidden secrets in this tower, this roller coaster goes down a twisted vertical first drop that is over 200 feet plus tall. Surprisingly, you can't really see anything before you're halfway down this amazing drop. And this amazing twisted first drop of course gives strong laterals and amazing airtime. And suddenly you can see the light at the bottom of the first drop, and then you just fly outside, and the rest is pretty much history. Now coming in at spot number 6, we got Skyrush at Hershey Park. And Skyrush is actually an Intamin wing coaster located in this awesome amusement park in Pennsylvania, USA. And this yellow looking roller coaster is really known for having a very polarizing ride experience. And roller coaster enthusiasts often discuss if Skyrush actually has a world-class layout or is it just a good coaster. And there's really one thing we can all agree about, and that is Skyrush has one of the best first drops in the world. And yes, Skyrush only features a 200 feet plus tall first drop, and there's nothing special about it. But Skyrush actually features one of the fastest lift hills in the world, and that just means this roller coaster flies down the first drop, especially in the back row. This is where you experience one of the strongest pulls on any first drop in the world, creating strong ejector airtime. And after yet again an amazing first drop, you still have an awesome roller coaster layout filled with airtime. And now coming in at spot number 5, we got Kondaa at Walibi, Belgium. And Kondaa is actually a next generation intimate mega coaster that features an amazing layout filled with airtime. And yes, in the future Walibi, Belgium would actually be one of the bucket list parks in Europe. And in the 2025 season, Walibi, Belgium would actually open a very ambitious multi-launch family coaster by Gerslauer. And on top of that, there are also some rumors that the wooden coaster might be getting an RMC conversion. But now let's go back a bit and focus on Kondaa. And this awesome next generation intimate coaster really features an amazing first drop. And even though Kondaa only stands 164 feet tall, this roller coaster still features an amazingly and very sharp twisted first drop. And if you sit in the back row, you can really feel one of the most aggressive and sharp jolts in the world. And first of all, you have this very aggressive pull in the back row. And while you're in the air, you get this very sharp 90-degree twist to the right. And because of these amazing and loose intimate lap bars, this twisted first drop can almost be too aggressive for many people. And now coming in at spot number 4, we got Fury 325 in Carowinds. And this is where I really could have included every B&M Giga roller coaster on the list. And even though many people say Orion has the best first drop because it's steeper, I still think Fury 325 takes the cake here. And Fury 325 is actually the tallest roller coaster in the whole world with a lift hill. And the first drop on Fury 325 is so long that the airtime is just sustained for days. And even though this coaster doesn't really give the strongest ejector airtime on the crest of this lift hill, I still think this roller coaster feels like an out of control experience. And because of this sustained airtime on the first drop, it just feels like I'm in the outer space. And we of course need to mention this world-class layout because Fury 325 really utilizes the speed and stays low to the ground. And then in the end of the layout, you experience the classic B&M with these awesome camelback airtime hills. And now coming in at spot number 3, we got Iron Rattler at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. And this is where we need to go back to RMC for this awesome creation. And this RMC hybrid coaster really has an awesome terrain looking layout. And you could argue that Iron Rattler has two of the best drops in the whole world, because in the end of the layout, this roller coaster flies over the quarry wall into an amazing ejector airtime filled drop. But personally, I still think the first drop on Iron Rattler takes the cake. Iron Rattler is actually one of the bigger RMC hybrids, standing 179 feet tall. And even though it isn't one of the biggest coaster drops in the world, it is still amazing and filled with strong ejector airtime. And this coaster drop also features a small twist to the left, and you can really feel that going down this aggressive drop. And then at the bottom of this drop, you fly through a tunnel, giving an awesome head chopper element. And now coming in at spot number 2, we got Hyperion at Energylandia. And Hyperion really is a behemoth of an intimate roller coaster located in this amusement park in Poland. And this so-called intimate mega coaster really features an amazing and airtime filled layout. And Hyperion actually stands as the tallest roller coaster in Europe with a lift hill. Starting off this awesome roller coaster layout, you have a 269 feet tall first drop, and on top of that, the crest on Hyperion is really sharp, and this roller coaster has an 85-degree near vertical first drop. And the first drop on this huge mega coaster is so sharp that you can't even see the track even if you sit in the front row. In the back row, Hyperion really offers sustained ejector airtime throughout the whole drop, and at the bottom you fly through a head chopping tunnel, and you can really feel the awesome speed on this coaster. Now coming in at spot number 1, we got Hyperia at Thorpe Park. And Hyperia was actually a new for 2024 record-breaking roller coaster in the UK, and now Thorpe Park has the record for the tallest roller coaster in the UK, with Hyperia standing 236 feet tall. And this bizarre looking roller coaster really has a few elements, but these few elements really are the best in the whole world. And this is where the first drop is no exception. And first of all, you have a very sharp crest at the top of this lift hill, and on top of that, this roller coaster just twists you 180 degrees on this first drop. And combined with this lengthy 200 feet tall vertical drop, this element is just crazy. First of all, you get strong ejector airtime because of the pull on this sharp crest, and while you're flying in the air, this roller coaster just twists you aggressively 180 degrees. And this just creates one of the best and most out of control first drops in the whole world, and that is why Hyperia personally for me has the best drop in the whole world. Now we finally reached the end of this video. Please let me know your thoughts about this video in the comments below. Have I missed some roller coasters? Please let me know. And if you really love roller coaster videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. And now at the end of the day, I'm always gonna say bye bye.